Hey y'all, it's Kathleen Henderson from Yankee Homestead. We're going to talk about DIY bug spray. This is really exciting for me. I'm excited to share this with you because this is actually how I got started with essential oils. My very first essential oil was peppermint oil. I'm sure you know that the skin is the body's largest organ and that anything we put on the skin is absorbed into the bloodstream. So as I was going along, becoming more and more crunchy and more naturally minded, I was never comfortable using regular bug spray on myself with DEET in it. I would, even though I knew my skin had absorbed it, I would still come inside and try to wash it off. But then when I became a mom and had little kids, I was even less comfortable. I did not want to use it on my little kids, but I did want to protect them from bug bites. So I started asking around in some of my crunchy circles for suggestions if anyone knew of an alternative, something that was safe but still effective to protect my kids from bug bites, and somebody suggested peppermint oil. So we put peppermint oil in a spray bottle of water and tried that. My husband and I were both pretty impressed with how well it worked, just this one essential oil, and I was pretty much hooked and realized that it was just the tip of the iceberg, all the different ways that we could use essential oils, and knowing that there were more oils that we could probably add to make an even more effective bug spray. So along the way, I developed my own recipe. I discovered doTERRA's TerraShield blend, which is the insect repellent blend. And then I kind of built my own recipe using about 30 drops of TerraShield, 30 drops of Purify, about 25 drops of peppermint, and 25 drops of cedarwood. Cedarwood is really good for ticks. You can look that up online, but TerraShield does contain cedarwood. But we live in Northern Virginia where ticks are a significant problem, so I like to add extra cedarwood to my bug spray. And then optionally, you can add in other oils. You can add about 10 drops of lavender if you want to. You can add about 10 drops of eucalyptus. And you can add arbor vitae, again, about 10 drops. TerraShield does already contain arbor vitae, but it's a really good one for repelling insects, so some people like to add extra arbor vitae. And then you just top it off with water. You use a 4-ounce spray bottle. This is plastic, so a little word on that. This is glass. This is my room spray, glass spray bottle. You should use glass whenever possible when you're making essential oil concoctions, but if you are outdoors much, like my family, you know that it's not really very practical to lug around a glass bottle, both for weight issues as well as safety concerns. So I choose to use a plastic bottle for this. I really don't want I don't want to run the risk of my kids dropping a glass bottle on the driveway or the patio and having it shatter. So because the oil is very diluted, I am not concerned. And this is a very thick and sturdy grade of plastic. This is actually a recycled fractionated coconut oil bottle. So that's a great way to repurpose these bottles. You can get a spray top to fit on your FCO bottle and repurpose that way. I use it for outdoor type stuff, again, where I'm concerned about safety with the kids. And you're watching this video on YouTube, so in the descriptions down below, I will include links to where you can get the spray tops to fit your FCO bottles, links to where you can get these labels that I had custom designed. They're vinyl and water resistant. And I'll also include a link to where you can get glass spray bottles if you'd rather use glass. And I'll include a link to my blog where I have the recipe posted if you want to pin it or save it or print it out. But then just be sure to give it a little shake every time before you use it and just spray it all over. Obviously, you don't want to get it in the eye, so have your kids close their eyes. And it is water, so if you spray heavily, it can make your clothes or skin feel damp. It dries pretty quickly, but if you want, you can experiment with witch hazel. I have experimented with that before. I've done half witch hazel, half water. Witch hazel evaporates more quickly than water, so it's supposed to help the spray feel less wet. I honestly haven't noticed a huge difference with that, so I don't know if I just need to experiment more with the ratios, but you can experiment with that if you like. But basically, I mean, just keep it simple. TerraShield, Purify, peppermint, cedarwood, water, spray bottle, and you're good to go. You can play around with the ratios if you like. So happy summer and happy oiling.